Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today we are answering a question that is on all of your minds. Should you pay $900 for a bottle of Blantons or $1,200 for a bottle of Elmer Tea Lee? We're going to talk about it. Elmer versus Colonel Blanton. The horsey top versus Elmer. What do you think, Elmer? Do you have what it takes to take down the Colonel Albert B. Blanton? Before we get started, I would like to say that I do have a cricket in the background making cricket sounds. So sorry about that. It is summer here in Colorado, and these ginormic crickets are making a ruckus. And this one is somewhere in this room, in this garage. It's gotta be. It has to be. All right. I know what you're thinking. Blanton's doesn't cost $900. Elmer doesn't go for $1,200. Idiot. You stupid idiot. I'm doing a really slick move here, and I'm making this video future-proof because we all know that at the rate prices are increasing on these bottles, that sometime shortly after this video comes out, $900, $1,200. $900 to $1,200. So I'm just future-proofing this stupid idiot video for like 2022, 2023. Just me looking out for myself in the future, covering my own behind. In 2022, your value will increase, even though you don't deserve it. So what we have here tonight is a good old-fashioned bourbon skirmish. Blantons, single barrel. America. Blantons is going in Glass B because it is beyond difficult to find at retail. Ow. Elmer Tea Lee, America, is going in Glass A. Because it is also very difficult to find. Both of these are Buffalo Trace distillate, mash bill number 2, slightly bit more rye than mash bill number 1. We're talking like a few percentage points, nothing big at all, hardly noticeable. These are both single barrel products. They're both mash bill number 2, and they're separated by only 3 proof points. The question is, which one's better? Which one should you spend your entire paycheck on? Blantons or Elmer? Which one should you take out a second or third mortgage on your home to purchase a bottle of? Which one should you drain your child's college fund to purchase? Mixing them up. To be totally honest, I already don't know which one is which, but we still do the mind tricks that I play on myself just to make sure you know I'm confused. And if you don't believe me, could I do this? Could I do this? Look at that. Look at that. A man telling the truth is as sturdy and as shake-free as a board. A bored man drinking whiskey in the garage by himself in front of a camera. Can also balance it on the flat spot of my head like a Doberman. Boom, piggity boom, boom. Oh, by the way, this bourbon skirmish is brought to you by the #1 fastest growing fantasy sports app on the planet. It's called Sleeper. Sleeper is putting the fun back in fantasy sports. If you love fantasy football, get off your ass, click on the link in the description below, and get your team drafted on Sleeper. It allows you to talk more smack, and it allows you to have more fun. It's completely free and doesn't have any ads, unlike this video. If you're bored of your current fantasy sports platform, or if you just want to try something new and better, go to Sleeper, download the app, enjoy it, have more fun, and thank me later. Thank you, Sleeper, for sponsoring this bourbon skirmish. Now that we got the business out of the way, let's get down to business. Spinning glass number 1 at probably a record rate, 9,000 RPM, 9,500, 9,600, $9,700. Here comes red line. We don't care about red line. $9,800, $9,900. Rev limiter. It's ridiculous how fast I can spin a bourbon and not even break a sweat. That's a lie. With breaking a big sweat, a major sweat. Glass number 1 on the nose. Sweet cherry ice cream. It's like a vanilla cherry swirl ice cream with the white wafer cone. Hints of chocolate, hints of milk chocolate. Not a lot of oak influence happening here. Very, very delicate. It's got a delicate nose. Tad bit of floralness coming through here. Not serious floral, but a tad floral. What in carnation is that? Now here comes some vanilla and some brown sugar. It's an enjoyable nose. I like the nose. It's not overwhelming. It's not underwhelming. It's just whelming. It's just a whelming nose. Let's go in for a taste of glass number 1. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. A little bit of Anjou pear. Little Anjou pear right away. It's like an Anjou pear and a cherry. Oh, like a fruit cocktail cup that you get, and the plastic you tear off of it, and it's filled with whatever they put inside of it that makes it so good. Like a little fruit cocktail cup with the pears and the cherries. Mildly viscous. The finish is sweet. It doesn't linger too long, but it's just nice. It's just a nice sipper. I do like it. I would say glass number 1 is good. It's a good whiskey. Is it worth $900 or $1,200? No. It's a bummer. It's a bummer if you paid that much for it in the year 2023. Just before we taste glass number 2, the cricket makes another appearance, but then quickly shuts up when he finds out I'm talking about him. That's right. Shut your cricket mouth. Shut your cricket mouth. Here's a Jiminy joke about your cricket that you might not like. I heard you were afraid of night. Boom. Roasted. Friggin' cricket got roasted. Glass number 2. Glass number 2 is a little bit different, actually. I was expecting these to be much closer on the nose, a little bit brighter, more sour, maybe not in a bad way, just maybe a bit sharper, a bit more pungent, maybe a bit more oak influence, possibly. A little bit of apple here, a little bit of apple core, like the middle of an apple. That seems to be a little bit darker, like even a little bit of a tobacco note on there. A little bit of a tobacco note, maybe a darker cherry, a bit of apple there. Glass 1. Now glass 2. 2 different noses, and they're both good. The noses on both of these are good. They're different though, and I can't decide which one I like more. Glass number 1. Glass number 2. Back to glass number 1. Okay, weirdly enough, I went back to glass number 1, and the young notes I was getting on glass number 2 are now coming out of glass number 1 as well. So, twisty turntables, glass number 2. After going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, I started to like the notes of glass number 2 more than glass number 1, which was a bit of a flip-flop after tasting them back and forth. Both of these are good. Both of them are definitely Buffalo Trace, and both of them are certainly overrated. These aren't the best whiskeys on the planet. So if you're out there in 2023 spending $900 on a Blantons or $1,200 on an Elmer Teely, you dumb. You dumb. You dumb. And the winner tonight is glass number 2, slightly, by a slight margin. It's marginally better. Glass A. The winner in this bourbon skirmish is Elmer T. Lee by a nipple hair. To answer the question, should you pay $1,200 for an Elmer T. Lee or $900 for a Blantons? No. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on hitting the thumbs up, hitting subscribe, ring-a-ly-ding-a-ly-ding-dong in the notification bell so you know when I go live and when a new video drops. Leave a comment in the section below. Tell me, what's the most money you've ever dropped on an Elmer T. Lee? $1,200, huh? Are you from 2023 when these bad boys are going for $1,200? $1,200? 1.2K? Huh? A G plus 2? Huh? Is that what's happening? Or are you here in 2021 where you're still paying exorbitant amounts for this stuff on the schmecondary market? Or are you smart and just save your money and buy stuff like blouses for your wife? Or lubricant for your skis?